Alright, we are here with my final thoughts on Meg. I'm sorry this is very late in coming. YouTube has been really, what can I say, fucking up lately. They have been down for 2 days when I was trying to upload during this time of the some Meg playthrough videos. And then they were going through all these maintenances at any time they felt like it without any warning. So whenever a video was in the middle of uploading while there were maintenance, well, that just screwed everything up for a lot of people. So I'm sorry about that. I hope they fix those issues, because it is such a pain in the ass. Okay, anyway, on to Meg. I was going to go into Meg and show you some of or show you the skills points and what you can buy for them and how that all works, but as you can see, you can't get into it really. You can get into the first part and then it just stops like this. It'll just go to load error, like this, launch error. So there isn't much you can do with that. Okay, anyway. There were some things with Meg that I have problems with, and of course I'm sure a lot of other people had problems with. This is pretty much a game depending on your play style and what you like, really. The things that bothered me, I think the number one thing that bothered me the most was the fumbling around trying to find the things that I needed. For my example, either the first aid kit, grenades, rocket launcher, my gun, my backup gun. It took me a while to really kind of get used to that, and I still never fully got used to it, especially if you have all these different things equipped that you have to fumble for. That was a pain in the butt to try to get used to. The knifing action, I thought it was okay, but there were some things that really made me scratch my head. Like, if there was an enemy that was prone on the ground, I actually went up to him, stood right on top of him, and tried to knife, and it wouldn't even touch him. It was just really weird. I mean, I had to crouch or lay down in order to knife him. I know there's a skill point that you can spend a perk to extend the knife reach and even make your knifing faster, but I'm sorry, that was just stupid for me. The other thing, I think this game really could have benefited from regen health. Now, this is my own opinion, but games like Domination is so fast-paced and so massive, and people just all over the place. To fumble around and try to find a spot where you can hit heal, most of the time you couldn't. You had to just fire until you died, pretty much. There was just no time to ever heal yourself, and I think it would have made the gameplay smoother, faster, more enjoyable, definitely, if it had regen health. But again, this is my own opinion, please remember that. The sprinting bothered me also, where you could run for a little ways, and then you had to catch your breath and wait, unless you had the perk that you could run faster or longer amounts of time and regain, your time frame there when you could run again. So I think that was a little bit overdone. It would have been fine if you could just continue sprinting, I thought. It would have been nice to have a perk that you could spend a skill point on to add credits to what you could carry. you only had 3,400 credits that you could carry stuff with, and you had to kind of balance yourself, and you couldn't go over those 3,400 credits. So I thought, if maybe use a skill point, spend a skill point to maybe get like maybe 200 extra credits or something like that, so you could carry a little bit more or have your better weapon with you. I don't think that would have been too bad. I think that would have worked okay, but again, this is just my opinions. The graphics, I really didn't think they were that bad, and I'm gonna get more onto that in a little bit. People were complaining about grenade spamming, and it looked like that there was a lot of grenade spamming. Well, in a massive game, when you have 128 players on the team, it probably can look like that, but you only start off with 2 grenades. And to get more grenades, you had to go to one of those supply places that you saw in the videos. You have to hold the O button to resupply and get those grenades back, and it takes a little while, so I don't think it was too much of a grenade spam. I think everybody just kind of like held their grenades till a certain point and then would all throw them all at once, so that may have been why it looked like a grenade spam when I don't think it really was. Game modes like Domination is going to take a hell of a long time to fully know the maps of each place, each home place, like SVER, Raven, and Valor. So that will definitely take time to learn. The mode by itself will take time to learn. As much as I started to understand Domination and the objectives going on and stuff, I still don't know what causes the most damage to win. Granted, you want to get the alphabetical objectives after the burnout towers and the bunkers and stuff like that, but still, there's so much to it. I don't think people really understand that as to how much depth this game really has as to what each individual player wants to carry and have with them, and the objectives that you have to get. So it is really, Domination, I believe, it is a really deep mode that I don't think a lot of people understand, and I think that's where a lot of the this game looks stupid, comments like that, it's because the people don't understand it. That's always the biggest thing. When people don't understand something, they tend to not like it. So I strongly suggest the people that if they're thinking about renting this game, don't give up like I wanted to at first on it. Keep trying it out until you have a decent understanding of it, I think. I think you'll be surprised as to once you learn more about it, how things work and stuff like that. I think people will enjoy it more than what they may believe they will. So the other thing was the RPGs. If you had an RPG on you, you could not move. You were a sitting duck. You cannot run. You can barely move. You can't jump. You can't do anything. So you only carry 3 rockets on you. If you're going after an APC or Humvee or something like that, and you're shooting the rockets at it, and you can't move or do anything, it really sucks. You're a sitting duck. So I think the rockets could have had a little bit of a boost to them, more damage, I think, because you are more than likely going to die if you pull out the rocket launcher. And one thing that kind of surprised me was